all I want is to go home. I have days where I want to go back home. I want to sit on my front porch, and I want to know that Sal is sleeping in her bed with the window slightly open so we can hear her if she cries, knowing that my parents are up the road, and just hearing the quiet.
It was a very beautiful place, Kibbutz Kfar Aza, a very beautiful place. I loved it. I've been living there for the last 45 years. I still see it as my home. A lot of things that I love to do in the kibbutz, especially with my grandchildren, and having a very rich community life, especially celebrating the holidays together.
Life was very good. There was returning of young generations, tradition, solidarity.
The community starts with my group. This is second family for me. I don't know how to say it, but the community is part of me. I mean, it's what I like the most in Kfar Aza.
95% paradise and 5% hell. Now it's turned all over.
We moved to Kfar Aza about 2 months before the October 7th events.
Our home was very nice. We liked it. It was friendly, it was quiet, felt like the right decision.
We hear Arabic very early in the morning, before 7. They were outside our window, so we understood very early that it's different. Uri sits with us maybe for 2 minutes, and he goes outside. And the girls say, "Did Dad leave?" And I say, "Dad doesn't leave without saying goodbye."
So a terrorist with a weapon, wearing a Hamas uniform. He was wearing a band on his head, and he was yelling. He was calling people, gathering people to come over, as he already conquered the kibbutz.
Soon enough, we got messages from people. The terrorists are entering the houses, invading their homes, and trying to open the safe room.
You hear them talking, not even shouting. You hear them talking in Arabic, and I don't have the words to explain the feelings, but it's in your home.
Got a text message by the family, WhatsApp. Help us, the terrorists are here, trying to get inside the mamad.
My mom sent a message at 4:59 that their terrorists are trying to break into their house. And 3 minutes later, she sent a message that they broke the safe room door. Please come and help us right now. And that was the last message that she sent.
When we got the message that Ofir Lipstein, which is a good friend of us, was murdered, we realized that something bad is happening, and this is not the end.
My sister tells me her son was hurt, so I'm contacting her husband and I'm asking him, "Ori, tell me something." And then he writes back, Ofir, Neta, and my mother were killed. Neta is 22 years old. He jumped on the grenade to keep Iran safe.
The IDF came to our house. I kept walking forward to the soldiers and asking them if they've been to my parents' neighborhood, if they know what happened. And they said, "We have no idea. There are other forces there. We were only here. We're very sorry. You have no idea what you're talking about, what this neighborhood is, where it is. We don't know. We can't answer."
The combat unit was very much alone. Most of them were killed next to the weaponry. Uri and Tal, I don't know how, but they made it out of there. They arrived to the grass, to a big grass next to the swimming pool, and they were killed there. After they bombed my house, those soldiers came and told me, listen, we're sorry. We had to do some renovation in your house to make sure that those terrorists are dead. And that's how we were rescued. After 35 hours, we lasted and we stayed alive. What we didn't know, that Tal, my son, was already dead since Saturday morning.
So it's been like tough days. We lost 2 friends and 2 others that now kidnapped in Aza, Gali and Ziv.
When we got here Sunday night, we still didn't realize what was happening, but we knew that something terribly horrible has happened to all of us. Afterwards, we started to feel the support of those from our community who stayed alive and didn't lose family. Behind that were the people of Kibbutz Shvaim, who really hugged us in so many ways. There was a Kfar Aza community, and enveloped by Shvaim community, and this entire body of 2 communities almost became one, but rose from the ashes.
Their spirit is strong. I mean, people, even if they lost their relatives or friends, people are strong. Even if their deers were kidnapped and they're still in Gaza, they are strong and they fight and they won't give up.
The group is giving me most of the powers that I'm living with them now. The people that I want to be with them right now, because they just understand me and they're like me. We're in the same situation. And no one else can be in this place. This is the source of my powers now.
My home, where I grew up. I've always come back to it, even if I really didn't want to. I somehow found myself gravitating back.
I believe that eventually one day we'll go back, we'll come back, and we'll make this place our home again.
I think people will go back to Kfar Aza. I know some people sleeping there today. It's their house. It's their home. The wishful thinking, peace. The wishful thinking is to see the community going back to Kfar Aza, rebuilding it. I want to see kids hanging around on the playgrounds, playing soccer in the fields. And I want to see women with strollers, with babies, mothers, fathers with babies. I want my community back. I really do.